Well, it's the reopening of the historical Roosevelt Hotel. I mean, the building's been closed since Katrina closed us down in August 29th, now almost 4 years ago, and we've taken that time to restore this building back to its grandeur.
And it was supposed to open in June. Is that correct?
Well, we can't open in June. We actually had two events here in June. We hosted Junior Achievement last Thursday night, and we had a wedding over the weekend. So we did reopen in June, but the official rooms, product, and the rest of the building is going to open today.
Do you have any reservations yet?
Oh, we do, yes. By design, we're going to book up to 200 guest rooms, and then we're going to stop for the weekend because part of opening a hotel, as well as we've trained our team and gotten us ready for the open, it does take some time to actually practice on guests, and we want to make sure we're not overwhelmed this weekend. So we have 200 rooms occupied for our opening, and then we will be sold out beginning on July 8th with Cardiovascular Institute of the South. The Blue Room obviously is a true historic room for entertainment in New Orleans, and we are going to reopen this room on July 31st for entertainment. Now, we've already hosted a wedding in here. We're going to reopen with Pete Fountain on July 31st for the first performance of entertainment back in the Blue Room. This room will also be used for social functions, weddings, and those kind of things. But that performance is already sold out. These windows that you're looking at right now have been covered for the last 60 years. There was kind of a faux window shutter on the windows. And the windows actually behind are original, back from the late 1800s. They were in very nice shape. They were painted black, and we've, of course, cleaned them up. And natural light, I think, enhances this room a great deal. So this is Teddy's Cafe, and this used to be a bar. When we restored the room, we actually found some great architectural details in this particular space. The floor itself was a poured terrazzo floor. It's original. You can see the R's etched in the floor. It was covered by carpet. So we, of course, we're celebrating the branding of the Roosevelt back in the era of this hotel when we think it was in its true grandeur. So we're glad to re-expose the floor. The gold coffer that you see up in the ceiling was also completely covered by ductwork and a dropped acoustical ceiling. And we were really thrilled to find it. It was in terrific shape. We restored it, relit it, and then popped the ceiling up to accommodate it. This clock was introduced at the World's Fair in 1867, and it's one of two like it in the entire world. And it's an 8-day clock that obviously features a bronze lady with a septum that actually winds the clock. Okay, this piano is a Gaveau piano. Now, there's two interesting things about this piano. One, it was manufactured in 1893, which is the exact same year this hotel opened as the Grunwald. The second, and the most significant part about this piano, is that it was owned by the first African-American pianist that had his sheet music published. Okay, Sazerac Bar. All kinds of interesting stories about the Sazerac Bar. All of the woodwork that you see in the bar is from one piece of African walnut, one tree, that was, again, put up in the 1920s. We have stripped them down completely and restored them completely. So the floor is a replica of what used to be in here in the 20s. Again, we've restored it, but it is a new tile floor. But again, it is what the room used to have. Now, the floor in the Sazerac restaurant is original. Now, this used to be the Fountain Lounge, a big dancing bar back in the days before it became the Sazerac restaurant 60 years ago. But the floor here is original. It took a long time for us to restore it. It had a lot of repairs necessary, but we thought it was important to keep this floor, and we did. This floor is an exact replica of the floor that was in the Grunwald when it was built in 1893. Now, we couldn't restore what was left behind. It was just too badly damaged. But we did take and completely replicate the exact floor, and now we've put it throughout the entire lobby of the hotel.